All right, Aortic Desecration. For those of you who don't know, Dethklok is back. Dethklok is a cartoon band from the show Metalocalypse. It was an Adult Swim cartoon. Each member of the band was like a weird caricature of like a metal fandom, and they just actually put out really good music. And they did live tours. You know, you had Gene Hogan playing drums. Just a lot of cool stuff surrounding Dethklok, but they're coming back, I think, with a new movie, a new album, and this was their first single. They're also touring with Baby Metal, which is insane. Some dude at a Dethklok concert chopped off my fingers and threw him up on stage. Murderface rolled up and smoked him. Okay, whatever. Let's just play the song. So the thing about Brandon Small, who writes all the lyrics, is like he's a riff master, right?
We're all going to die. We're all going to die. We're all going to die. Eventually, just waste, space, congregation.
Is it a different vocalist? So the vocals sound much different. Yeah, it almost sounds like Bloodbath. Brandon just sounds different. I mean, yeah, it's also been like, what, like 10 years, 10 plus years, so. That's a riff. Gene Hogan on drums? Yeah, I felt it. It feels like it. This part here sounds more Dethklok-y. You get like the big backing layers. It feels like maybe they're playing it, I don't know, does it feel like they're playing it a bit safe for the first single, maybe? I don't know. Feels a bit tame for Dethklok, right? I don't want to say the word. I don't want to say the word, disappointing a little bit. Okay, maybe not like, when I think of Dethklok, like the spectacle and the over the topness, if that's even a term. Like I don't feel like there's any of that in here. It just feels like a death metal track with like some, I mean, yeah, it's not a bad song. Like it's the kind of metal that I enjoy, but there's not it just doesn't feel silly enough. I guess I could just say it doesn't feel silly enough. Does that make sense? And yeah, the vocals sound different. So I don't know if it's still Brandon. A couple people said it definitely is still Brandon, but it sounds much different. The vocals sound much different. Somebody said Michael in the chat. Yeah, it sounds like those bloodbath vocals, right? I think Brendan may be losing his death metal vocals. That is what it sounds like. Well, I mean, the vocals don't sound bad at all. They still sound good, but it's like a different voicing. For as excited I was to hear this song did not do it for me. This does not feel like the big return, unfortunately. I don't know what I was expecting. Maybe it's one of those things where it's built up too much and you're expecting way too much. Maybe I was just expecting way too much. But I'm curious to see what we get going forward.